Antarctica, a continent of breathtaking beauty. Its vast, icy plains stretch as far as the eye can see, creating a landscape that is both mesmerizing and formidable. A land of ice and snow where penguins waddle and seals bask in the sun. These creatures have adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth, thriving in conditions that would challenge most other forms of life. It may seem like a distant, desolate place far removed from our daily lives. Yet this remote wilderness is intricately connected to the global ecosystem. But Antarctica plays a vital role in the health of our planet. Its ice sheets and glaciers are crucial in maintaining the Earth's climate balance. This icy wilderness helps regulate Earth's climate. By reflecting sunlight back into space, it helps keep global temperatures stable, acting as a natural thermostat. It reflects sunlight back into space, keeping temperatures stable. Without this reflective surface, our planet would absorb more heat, leading to drastic climate changes. Its vast ice sheets hold most of the world's fresh water. This frozen reservoir is essential for maintaining sea levels and supporting life on Earth. The southern ocean surrounding Antarctica teems with life, supporting a complex web of marine ecosystems. From tiny krill to majestic whales, this ocean is a vital part of the Earth's biodiversity. Antarctica's pristine environment provides a window into Earth's past. Its untouched landscapes offer clues about the planet's history and the changes it has undergone over millennia. It holds secrets about our planet's history locked away in its ancient ice. By studying these ice cores, scientists can uncover valuable information about past climates and environmental conditions. Studying Antarctica helps us understand climate change and its potential impacts. The research conducted here is crucial for predicting future climate scenarios and developing strategies to mitigate global warming. This frozen continent is a precious treasure that we must protect. Its preservation is not just about saving a remote wilderness, but about safeguarding the health and stability of our entire planet. Antarctica is facing a grave threat. The vast icy expanse of this remote continent is undergoing changes at a pace that has scientists deeply concerned. Its ice is melting at an alarming rate, faster than anyone had predicted just a few decades ago. This frozen continent, once thought to be impervious to change, is now rapidly transforming. The ice that has been stable for millennia is now showing signs of distress. The consequences of this melt are far-reaching and potentially catastrophic for our planet. Rising sea levels, altered weather patterns, and disrupted ecosystems are just the beginning. The primary culprit is global warming, driven by human activities that release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These activities include burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These gases trap heat, causing Earth's temperature to rise. The more greenhouse gases we emit, the more heat gets trapped, leading to a vicious cycle of warming. This warming effect is especially pronounced in the polar regions, including Antarctica. The polar ice caps are particularly sensitive to temperature changes. As temperatures rise, the ocean waters surrounding Antarctica are also warming. This warmer water is a significant factor in the melting of the ice sheets. This warmer water eats away at the edges of the ice sheet, causing massive chunks of ice to break off and melt into the ocean. These icebergs then contribute to rising sea levels. These ice shelves, which act as buttresses, are collapsing, accelerating the flow of glaciers into the sea. This process not only raises sea levels, but also destabilizes the entire ice sheet, leading to further melting and collapse. The melting of Antarctica's ice sheet has profound consequences for the entire planet. This vast expanse of ice, which has existed for millions of years, is now rapidly diminishing due to rising global temperatures. The ice sheet's decline is not just a local issue, it has far-reaching implications for ecosystems and human societies around the world. As the ice melts, it adds more water to the ocean, causing sea levels to rise globally. This increase in sea levels is not a slow process, it is accelerating, threatening to submerge low-lying islands and coastal cities. The added water also changes the salinity of the oceans, which can have unpredictable effects on marine life. This rise in sea level threatens coastal communities worldwide, increasing the risk of flooding and erosion. Homes, businesses, and entire communities are at risk of being lost to the encroaching sea. The economic impact is enormous, with billions of dollars in potential damages and the displacement of millions of people. But the consequences go beyond rising sea levels. The melting ice affects weather patterns, agriculture, and even the availability of fresh water. Regions that rely on glacial meltwater for their rivers and lakes are facing water shortages, impacting both drinking water supplies and irrigation for crops. The influx of fresh water from melting ice can disrupt ocean currents, which play a crucial role in regulating global climate patterns. These currents are responsible for distributing heat around the planet, and any disruption can lead to significant changes in weather systems. This disruption can lead to more extreme weather events, such as hurricanes and droughts in different parts of the world. The increased frequency and intensity of these events pose a serious threat to human life, infrastructure, and natural ecosystems. Furthermore, the melting ice exposes darker ocean and land surfaces which absorb more heat from the sun. This phenomenon, known as the albedo effect, reduces the Earth's ability to reflect sunlight, thereby accelerating global warming. This creates a feedback loop, further accelerating the warming process. As temperatures rise, more ice melts, leading to even more heat absorption and further temperature increases. This vicious cycle is difficult to break and poses a significant challenge for climate scientists. This melting ice also contributes to the acidification of the ocean, harming marine life and ecosystems. The increased levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere are absorbed by the oceans, making the water more acidic. This change in pH levels can be devastating for coral reefs, shellfish, and other marine organisms that rely on stable conditions to survive. The rapid melting of Antarctica's ice sheet is a stark reminder of the impact of human activities on our planet. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes release massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, driving global warming. We are already witnessing the consequences of our actions in the form of more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and wildfires. These events have devastating impacts on human lives, livelihoods, and ecosystems. The melting of Antarctica's ice sheet adds another layer of urgency to the need to address climate change. The future of our planet and the well-being of generations to come depends on the choices we make today. Section 5. Coastal catastrophe. Cities at risk. The rising sea levels caused by melting ice in Antarctica pose a direct threat to coastal communities worldwide. Major cities located on coastlines such as New York, Shanghai, and Mumbai are particularly vulnerable. As sea levels rise, these cities face an increased risk of flooding, erosion, and saltwater intrusion into freshwater sources. This can damage infrastructure, displace communities, and lead to economic losses. The potential for human suffering and displacement due to rising sea levels is immense. It's a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the need for collective action to address climate change. Section 6. A world out of balance, disrupted ecosystems. The melting of Antarctica's ice sheet has far-reaching consequences for the delicate balance of ecosystems around the world. The influx of fresh water from melting glaciers can disrupt ocean currents, impacting marine life and food webs. The southern ocean surrounding Antarctica is home to a rich diversity of species, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. Changes in water temperature and salinity can harm these species, disrupt breeding patterns, and lead to population declines. The melting ice also affects the availability of krill, tiny crustaceans that are a vital food source for penguins, seals, whales, and other marine animals. The loss of krill could have cascading effects throughout the entire Antarctic food web. Section 7. Turning the tide, solutions for a frozen future. While the situation is urgent, it's not too late to act. We have the knowledge and the tools to slow down the melting of Antarctica's ice sheet and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and transitioning to renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, is crucial. Investing in energy efficiency measures can also significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Protecting and restoring forests, which act as carbon sinks, is another important step. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate climate change. Sustainable land management practices can also play a role. Section 8. Our collective responsibility, a call to action. The fate of Antarctica, and indeed the future of our planet, rests in our hands. We must act now, collectively and decisively, to address the climate crisis and protect our planet for future generations. We can all make a difference through our individual choices. Reducing our carbon footprint by using public transportation, cycling, walking, and choosing energy-efficient appliances can make a cumulative impact. Supporting policies and initiatives that promote renewable energy, sustainable practices, and climate action is crucial. Raising awareness about the urgency of the climate crisis and engaging in constructive dialogue can also drive positive change. Section 9. A race against time. Securing our planet's future. The melting of Antarctica's ice sheet is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the urgency of the climate crisis. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet and the well-being of generations to come. It's a race against time, but it's a race we can win. By embracing sustainable practices, supporting policies that promote a green future, and raising awareness about this global challenge, we can make a difference. Let us act now with urgency and determination to protect our planet's frozen majesty and secure a sustainable future for all. The time for action is now. Our planet depends on it.